listen. When I'm ready, it ain't no stopping on the rest. Down said hut, kick a punt, then I make them catch.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Pierce. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
On gain of 12. First down, Indianapolis.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. Catch made here by Campbell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. On third down, Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Campbell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Miami. On 1st and 10, Mayfield.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50.
Isaiah Rodgers.
That's right, baby.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Colts. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll throw on first down with Ryan.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Ryan will throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Still 9 remaining on second down. Now a give to Taylor. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be fourth down. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. It's a big play there for Miami. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the
throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Oh, look at the juke. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Mayfield.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down. 4th and goal. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. This from 25 yards out. Sanders' kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Ryan. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Another tremendous player by Xavier Howard. 10 interceptions, led the NFL last year. And he's the first defender since Antonio Cromartie in 2007 with 10 or more in a season. When you throw it in his area, you're taking a gamble.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
We saw this jumping jack make steady improvement his first 3 years in Miami. And he topped it off with 53 catches last year, career high. Now in the sports season, I expect his numbers to continue to rise.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Got an open man. That's Campbell. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And he's brought down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell as the first half is winding down.
And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss. No good.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
First down, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Mayfield on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
Flushed out right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Second and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Right back to Waddle, and this time he's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run.
Here's a diving catch right side. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Rodgers going to return it. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by one more. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
On first down, Ryan. He finds his man, complete. That's Pierce. And he's taken down inside the 30. They go play action now. Ryan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Mayfield on play action. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big play there for Miami.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Caught, it's Wilson. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Now the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And this one complete to Doolin. That catch good for only a couple.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, that is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Keon Crossen there on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Play action. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll run here with Taylor. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? The quick slant caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Taylor. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Matt Ryan now breaks the huddle. His guys will go for 2. To throw for it is Ryan. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Mayfield now. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Mayfield's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore.
And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Play action. Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now Ryan. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they did.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Tyreek Hill set to return it.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's head.
That's caught inside the 20. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's a big play there for Miami. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Campbell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD.